I have to talk. I hate showing my videos with other people.
Go for it.
It's so awkward.
Do you want me to close my eyes and cover my ears?
I can't. Don't.
Cut. Action.
I didn't spill in your car. Yes, I did. Alright. Did you spill on yourself?
No, that's why the mat is there.
I'm a fighter, igniter, yeah, I'm the original.
Hey guys, welcome back to Uniquely Sydney, or if you're brand new, hi, I'm Sydney, nice to meet you. I'm not going to do a super long intro, but please like and subscribe. I interviewed, my friend Ian, asked him questions that girls are too afraid to ask guys, and it went really well. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and roll that footage. Okay, so I asked questions on my Instagram, or I had people ask questions, girls, just to ask questions about like that they're scared or afraid to ask guys, or they wouldn't just go up and ask somebody, but we all wonder things. So this is my friend Ian.
Hello.
And Ian is very real, and I knew he would say exactly how he feels and say it like it is, and so he's perfect for this challenge. So we're gonna go ahead and ask him a bunch of questions, and he has no idea what's coming at all, so this is gonna be good. I also asked these questions back in May of last year, and I filmed a video with my brother, and so I'm gonna be incorporating those questions as well, and then I'm going to also release that video, and then you'll have his perspective, because he's 17 and you're
23.
You're my age, yeah. So a little bit different perspective. Everything's anonymous. Here's the first one. We're gonna go with this one. What do you notice first about a girl?
Okay, so, well, these days you have to I still notice this either whether it's in person or on dating apps and everything, just because that's where we're at in society these days.
Oh, I thought you meant these days as in COVID.
Oh, no,
and you're gonna be you can't even see their face, so
No.
that's out.
No, so dating apps, it's hard to do it on, but I feel like I still do it. The first thing I look at is their smile and everything, because the one thing that'll never just kidding. A smile can change, but the smile is the first thing I look at, and then I look at their eyes, because those are the two things about somebody that probably won't change over time. And so, especially their eyes. Their eyes is a big one for me, just because that's the one thing that'll never change about somebody unless they get cataracts or they go blind or something, and then they lose their sight and everything. But I mean, that's what I look at first. Is definitely eyes, just because they say that's the one thing you can fall in love with somebody, just because that's the one thing that'll stay consistent through life.
That's so true. And you can see a lot about a person if you look in their eyes. Could we still be friends if I told you I liked you and you didn't feel the same way?
Absolutely. So I also feel like that happens a lot. Is you meet somebody through whatever it may be. They feel a certain way about you, but you don't feel the same, or vice versa. But I feel like you can still be friends and everything, because it's just you can still like the person, but not like them enough to be something more than friends, in my opinion. So yes, I think you definitely can. And if for some reason, if let's say girl is interested in boy, and boy's not interested in back, and the girl's oh yeah, I like you, but then the boy's oh, that's weird, I don't want to be friends with you, then he's a boy, not a man. So that's what I think. It's just you should still be able to be friends with somebody even though they like you and you don't like them back.
That's so good. Wow. And also you're going from he's a boy, not a man, and I was thinking, but then if it's whoever is the person that came forward and said, hey, I like you, it's almost up to them whether or not, if the other person's willing to be friends, it's up to them if they're able to do that. And,
yeah,
leave it alone and not be pushy.
Yeah, because that girl could be oh, you don't feel the same, that's okay. But then it's if she's oh, I only wanted to date you, then it's peace out, or it's be friends still because you like being around them or hanging out with them and all that too.
Is it annoying when we don't take compliments, and what should we say instead of being no, that's not true? You know what I'm saying?
I hate that. I hate that so much. Listen,
I heard you say this.
Listen. I give you a compliment, and I say, oh, no. I think you're beautiful. I think you're very pretty, or you're nice, or you're really down to earth, or something. A compliment of any kind, and you say,
oh, that's not true. You're lying. Stop saying that.
Or something like that. I'm gonna lose my mind, because it's For me
love
personally,
this.
I speak like from the heart. I'm very honest, like what Sydney said and everything. And I say the truth.
This is true.
I was like, if you're not pretty or if you're not nice, I'm not going to tell you you're nice or pretty. Like, I'm just going to not say anything.
Yeah.
So, like, if I give you a compliment, like, I mean, you can just say, oh, thank you, you're so sweet, or you're so nice, or just a simple thank you. Because then it's like, at least you acknowledge the acknowledge the compliment. And then we know, like, okay, she, like, liked the compliment and everything, like, I know that she appreciated it and everything, you know, not that, oh, you're lying, and like
You're
she's
lying.
being
You
all
don't mean
stubborn
that.
and everything
You're
like
just
that.
trying to like.
But
yeah.
I feel like girls are like that more these days. They're just like super stubborn. They don't want to accept the fact because like a lot of girls are self-conscious these days and everything like that.
Or it's this.
Or yeah,
Keep
that's
telling
like,
me. Keep telling me.
Attention. They're just
Yeah.
like keep real.
Fishing. Reeling it in. I'm gonna like ask a question off of that though, because I'm curious on this. Do you think you don't do this because you just said this? You said if you give a compliment, you genuinely mean it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there are guys out there that say like they'll compliment people and not mean it and lie and just? I mean, have ulterior motives to any level, I guess. It's just kind of like, or is that not something you've seen?
I definitely think it's something people do. I know there's a lot of messed up guys out there that like will say stuff and like persuade other girls to like do things they want to do. Like a guy will say all these nice things and then he'll just like, and until he gets what he wants. Then once he gets what he wants, then he's like, peace out, and then I'm gone, you know? So I personally think that yes, there is guys out there that do that, and you can see a pattern of it, like if they don't really mean it and everything.
Right.
And it's like if you notice that pattern, then you just should get out and run right away, or else you're gonna get your heart broken, or you're gonna get your feelings hurt, or you're gonna get used, which is never fun.
That's good. That's a whole other topic, but that's good. You like to be taller than the girls you date. I don't feel like this is a problem for you. Like, this is a problem for some people.
No, like I mean, I have the luxury of being 6'3", and I'm just taller than everybody.
I have the luxury of being 6'3". He's a foot taller than me. It's fine.
But no, I like being taller just because I feel like the guy should be the one protecting the girl in the relationship and everything, and I feel like
That's so sweet.
and it's like if you're around the same height, it like could work out, but I feel like guys should be taller than girls just because, you know, girls don't want to feel like they're defending themselves if a situation comes down, or they're not defending you. Like if I had a girl taller than me that felt like she had to defend me, and like if something were to happen, like a fight or something, or if something happened where she'd have to defend herself and I couldn't defend her, that would make me feel like, all right, peace out. Like I don't want to do this. Like I want to be able to.
Wow.
I want to be like the not really the dominant one in the relationship, but like the one that can be able to stick up for the both of us and like fight the battles.
Protective.
And, yeah, be protective.
That's
Basically.
good. Do you guys talk about girls like girls talk about guys? Like we'll be with our friends, or like, you know, just be doing something and you're like, oh my gosh, this guy, da 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 da, this happened, this text message, what does this mean? He's so cute, oh my god.
I personally do that. Like I'll like just tell like my roommate or like my friends, and I'll just say, oh, like this girl said this to me, like look at her, like show them pictures and be like, oh, look at, like she's pretty cute, pretty like, and like from the messages so far she's pretty nice, and then just like that's about it. I don't really know if we go into details and everything, but I definitely look like, oh, or I definitely would say, oh, she's got a nice smile, she's got nice eyes, everything like that.
Do other people do that too, though, like your friends, or is that more of a you? Like it just depends on the person.
That's how I do things. I know other guys will like sexualize like about the girl and everything, like, oh, she's got a nice butt, she's got like nice breasts and everything and all that stuff, but it's like, why? Like, why would you sexualize a female first instead of like complimenting their actual features, like, oh, their eyes, their smile, her face, and like, oh, the conversation you guys have carried out so far and all that.
Right. Like, it may be true, but like she's human first.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for saying it. Okay. Do you guys compare themselves to other guys or feel insecure around other guys?
Yes.
I love this question so much.
I personally have done it in the past, like comparing myself to other guys and everything. more or less along the lines of like if there's like a girl that I was interested in, I found out, oh, she ended up having a boyfriend, I like compare myself to that boyfriend, and I was just like, oh, that's what I'm missing, or that's what I'm missing, or that's what I'm missing. But lately I've just been like super confident in everything, and I'm just like, I don't compare myself to people anymore. I'm just like, I have a lot to offer. But that's the one thing guys I feel like should do, is be more confident within themselves and like seek out the positives and like look at the benefits that they have within themselves before like comparing themselves to other people. I mean, the only time I compare myself to other people now is like in the like sports world and everything. When it comes to basketball, I just compare myself to other people, but that's about it. But
That's just kind of in like. That's not even directly associated with your gender. It's like your dreams. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but like
being
gender
inspired.
wise, I personally don't do it anymore. But I definitely know that there's guys out there that, you know, like compare themselves. You gotta just, you know, if there's guys watching this or even girls, like you can't compare yourself to like the next girl or the next guy or the somebody that you wish you were like and everything. You gotta sit there and like focus on what you have going for you and like what you have to offer, and then if you have something that you're lacking, don't compare yourself to somebody else, like improve on that so you can be at that same level.
That's good. That's good. That's good advice for everybody. Do you actually not like short hair? Like most you, but then also most
Do I like
men that you've come in contact with. Like if a girl has short hair, is that like nope?
it
We don't want
depends on
that.
like how short. Personally, like your length I would be okay with and everything. But like girls that do like the buzz cuts.
Okay, we're
And,
talking.
like-
Okay, so like, what about in between? Like, so there's that where they buzz their head, or there's like pixie cuts where they're like, you're still hair, but it's not like it's hanging down.
Pixie, like personally, I've never been a fan of pixie cuts. Like when I think pixie cuts, I think of my mom, because she, like, I feel like
I thought she had one.
Yeah.
I thought I saw a photo of that. Okay.
yeah, and so I think
your
of
mom?
I think of pixie cuts as like a mom thing and like an older woman type of thing. So I was like, if you're
Oh.
in your 20s and you have a pixie cut, like good for you, like rock what you want to rock. But I mean, personally for me, I'm not attracted to that just because like my mom had that haircut, and my mom's very nice, very beautiful woman and everything, but I personally
that in.
I personally don't like the girl that I'm going after. I don't want her to like resemble features of my mom, because then I'm just gonna think of my mom instead of thinking of the actual girl.
Yeah, that's.
So personally, I don't like it. I know there's guys out there that do like it, but personally, I
There
don't
are
like
guys
it.
out there. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't, but that's not to say that that isn't.
Yeah, I mean,
that's like not
the
everybody.
guy that's sitting over in his car over there or something could like pixie cuts on a girl and like go for it and everything. But personally, I like the shortest I'll go is probably like that, and then anything.
rock what you want to rock, though,
Yeah,
guys.
But exactly, do what you want to do. Like, don't let anybody just like decide what you're gonna put on your head or like do with your hair and everything. Because I mean,
So good.
when I was in, I think it was 8th grade or 9th grade, I dyed my hair blue for the summer, and I was just like, I don't
God.
care. Like, I was just like, I don't care. And it's like same thing now. It's like people don't like my beard sometimes. I'm just like, I don't care.
I don't care. It's not for them. It's for you.
Exactly.
Yeah. And not every guy has a mom who has a pixie cut that they'll think of every time they see
True.
too either. All right. Okay. Makeup or no makeup?
Personally, I do like less makeup and everything. Just because I like the more natural look, and you know, God gave you your features for a reason, so you shouldn't have to cover those up with makeup. I get that girls do it, and that's totally fine. Like, you got to do what you want to do to feel confident. But personally, like, I like less makeup, but it's like if you have makeup, then it'll still be fine. Like, it's like I like the person for who they are, and not for
Right.
what they put on their face, type of thing.
That's good. I'm gonna group a couple of them together, and it's kind of basically like, do guys like it when girls make the first move, or would they prefer to ask a girl out, or do you just go up and ask someone out, or do you tell them how you feel about them first? Like that whole thing.
Okay. Oh gosh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of those questions, but they're all like,
Oh man. Okay, so
yeah.
I think it's very like attractive to me if a girl comes up, or it stands out to me more if like a girl comes up to me, like let's say I'm at the bar and a girl comes up to me and says, "Oh hey, I think you're really cute. Like, you should give me your number, or like let's go out sometime."
You're like, ooh.
I'm like, all right, let me give it to you, and I just like
I just
give it
sat
out.
here.
Like, I'm just like, okay, yeah, that's cool. Like I personally like it too. I also like making the first move as well. Like I personally like going up to girls and be like, oh hey, like if I'm at the bar, for instance, or just even at the store or whatever, if you see somebody you think is cute or pretty or whatever, just go up to them and be like, hey, you know, I think you're really pretty. You think I could get your number and we can get to know each other, maybe go out on a date or something like that. That's personally my go-to line if I see somebody in person that I find attractive or anything like that. So I think it goes.
I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend.
And it's like, if that's the answer, then I'll be like, oh, okay, well, it was nice talking to you. I hope you have a great day, and just kind of leave it at that, you know.
Good for you.
And it's like, but if
For your
if a girl comes up to me first and like asks that, I'm giving her a chance. Like, I'm be like, all right, yeah, I'll hear you out and everything, because it's like, it's hard doing that. Even like for a guy, it's hard, but like for a girl to come up to me, I'm like, oh, okay, all right, I see you. I'll give you my number and everything. Yeah. So I like it, and then it's also, I like to make the first move too.
Okay, a couple rapid fire questions. Ready?
So just like yes or no, probably? Or...
Yeah, they can be a little longer than that, but like,
okay.
These are like, kind of like yes or no questions. Do you guys actually like thick girls?
Yes. I know. I have a couple friends actually that like thicker girls. I know I like thick to an extent. If that makes sense. Like thick but not too thick, but also not too small. But yes. Yes, guys do like thick girls, yes. You just gotta find the right one, yes.
It's like that. I was in a TikTok with this guy's like, I want this girl just like this, but not like this, but not like this. And then she comes on, she goes, sir, this is not build a Oh my god, okay. That's fine. You like what you like. Do you guys actually like a girl who cooks?
Yes. Yes?
Yes?
Yes.
But like, is it a requirement? Like if she's like, I hate cooking, are you like,
no,
bye,
I don't care.
get out?
No, because it's like, then I know how to cook at least.
Oh, good for you.
Personally, for me, I know how to cook, and it's like if I don't know how to cook, then I just look up how to cook something, and then that's about it. Until I teach myself how to cook sometimes. But yes, it's nice, but it's not a deal breaker.
Okay. This question says, and you can take it at whatever value you want to take it. Do you guys prefer innocent girls or rebel girls?
Honestly,
Take it to any extreme you want.
Honestly, to me, I don't care. You could be super rebellious or super innocent, and it doesn't matter to me. I don't judge off of like what you have done. I look at who you are now and like where we could go potentially in the future. Like I look at that. I don't look at past stuff, because the past doesn't define who you are now.
And here's a big one. Why do guys ghost?
Oh, jeez.
Someone asked that. As he ghosts me right now. He's like, nope, bye.
No.
Nope.
So, I've ghosted a couple times. And it's personally, it's after, I'm usually good about not ghosting people until after I like meet them.
Uh-huh.
Or like talk to them like over FaceTime or something like that. Because then I actually get to see the person and everything. And that's when I usually go. So it's like, that was like in the past, like I used to do that a lot. But nowadays, I'm like straight up with them, like, oh hey, I just didn't feel a connection. Hope no hard feelings. Like,
that's good.
And everything. But ghosting, the reason why guys do ghosting is because they're really just not interested, or they like got what they wanted and now they're like, all right, peace out. And they have nothing else to say to you. But I mean, in the past, like if I ghosted somebody, it's because like we went on a date or like we FaceTimed or something like that. Or I saw them in person at some point and I just realized I wasn't that interested in them, then I'm gonna ghost. But nowadays I tell them straight up like, oh hey, I'm just not interested. Oh, there's no hard feelings and that kind of stuff. But the reason why, in my opinion, the reason why guys ghost is because they're just not interested and they just don't know how to tell you. So they just would rather say nothing than say anything.
Please be honest. Just be honest. Please be honest. Okay. Does it mean anything when you hug a girl a certain way? These questions, man.
Shoot. See, I'm a hugger. I like hugs.
But like, do you hug like your friends differently than you would hug a girl that you like?
Yes.
Not a girl you're dating, because that's different. But like just a girl that you like. Like
Yes.
maybe she doesn't know it yet. Okay.
Yeah, I do. So, with me being taller, I have to adapt and hug people different ways as it is. And so typically...
Don't know what that's like. Can't relate.
So typically when I hug like a friend or something, I usually like will come on the side and like hug them with one arm. Or I'll do like It kind of just depends. Or I'll
It's
just
turning into a hole.
like I'll do the side hug, or I'll go like this, and I'll just like put my arms out and just like go like this and just like hug them real quick.
Okay.
And like just quick, like yeah, just go like this and quickly hug. That's how I do. When I am just a friend with somebody, I just do a quick hug or something. But if I like a girl or if I'm dating someone, I like the long hugs. And I'll go down low, they go over the top, and I like wrap my arms around them. Or I still do, because I am taller, I go like this and I like drop down a little bit and just like still like hug like around their head and like kind of like hold their head type of thing. That's what I do if I'm dating somebody. But if I like somebody, I'm going like down low and like picking them up too. Like I like doing that. It's like picking up a girl and like just hugging them and everything personally. But,
Any future girlfriend watches
yeah.
this, they'll be like, oh,
yeah, if anybody's watching,
he likes
then
this
you know.
Then you know. Okay, honest opinion on like periods. Like, does it gross guys out? Like, do they not want to hear about it?
I don't
Do you
care.
think some people are just uneducated? Like, that whole.
With me being a worker in the medical field,
Oh, see, this is not.
I don't like it. Doesn't
It's like blood, whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. Like, it's a part of every female's life, having periods and having menstrual cycles and everything like that. And it's part of life. They can't help it. Like, they really can't. You guys can't help it.
Yeah,
like, you can take medications and, like, birth control and everything to, like, help regulate them or help, like, stop them. But at the same time, it's like, they can't help it.
Yeah.
They're still going to bleed. So, I've just noticed, like, all you gotta do is just be there for them. If they're on their period and everything and they need something, just be there for them, help them out, because they're gonna be cramping, they're gonna be complaining, they're gonna be crying and everything, and it's just everything under the sun. Every girl's different too on how they do periods and everything, or how they are on their periods. So you just have to adapt and just kind of be supportive, because they cannot help it. They can't. And if you're grossed out by blood, then grow up. It's blood's blood. It doesn't matter where it comes out. It's still the same.
So good. Okay, that's really good. Do you guys like it or hate it when girls are sarcastic?
I like it. I like when girls are sarcastic and have a sense of humor, because that kind of intertwines with each other. It's like being sarcastic and having a sense of humor. Wow, my hand's really close to the camera. I'm gonna take it back a little bit. But no, I like it just because if they're sarcastic, that means they know how to have a good time. They can take jokes easily too, and they won't get offended and everything. If a girl's not sarcastic and she can't take jokes and she can't have fun, personally, she's not for me. And if you can't do that, then you need to reevaluate yourself, in my opinion, because you should always be wanting to have fun, take a joke, and give jokes back, and be sarcastic. So,
okay, 2 more. What is something a guy does when he likes a girl? This is the age-old question.
okay.
Because you have those girls that like read into everything, that are like, oh my god, he likes me because he said hi to me. You're like, no, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Well,
not everyone likes you.
So,
Oh my god.
So personally, I think what I do is, if I really like a girl, I'm complimenting her a lot, I'm flirting with her a lot, and I basically just tell them straight up, like, oh yeah, I'm into you, or like, I'm crushing on
Good
you,
for
or I'm
you.
liking you and everything.
But now, like, but if they're not upfront.
If they're not upfront, I think a
not
lot of
everybody
guys.
is.
I think a lot of guys do, like, is they just compliment you a lot. They're really sweet and really nice, and they just are. And if they really do like you a lot, they try to make plans with you a lot. I know that for a fact, because they just, the more they're with you, the more time they get to know you more, the more they get to like you and enjoy your presence and enjoy your time. I know I do that. I know guys do that too. Is like, they really like to get to know you, and like, the more they are around you in person, that's, I feel like, better. But yeah, look out for the compliments. Look out for the consistent and constant flirting.
And like, is the teasing thing still a thing in your 20s, or is that more of a teen thing? Because when I was younger, if people like would try to push my buttons all the time. Now, granted, I don't know if
Oh, you mean like tease like that way?
It's
Okay.
like keep on like trying to
poke
press your buttons,
and everything?
which I think is specifically a thing I've always had, because I'm easy to like pick on. And I like will give people what they want for that. So
I think,
is that a thing still, where people, they'll like try to like kind of get you mad, be like, oh my gosh, stop it.
Like, it's cool. It's cool to like push buttons like a little bit, but more if it's in a more playful way, like in a way to where you're like trying to just like be like, oh hey, and like be all flirty and playful and everything. And it's a different way if you're gonna like piss them off, because you don't want to piss them off. So you never want to piss off a woman, okay? That's the thing. So like, the buttons that you're pushing, if they're pushing buttons, you got to look at it as if they're trying to do it in a flirty or playful way, or if they're like, be like, oh yeah, like I want you to get mad, like react, and everything.
And I really firmly believe there are some guys that do that and they think it's flirting, and then the
they
girl
just-
gets mad and they're like,
exactly,
why?
yeah,
Why
exactly.
doesn't she like me? It's like, because you're being an asshole right now.
Exactly.
Okay. What is something that like culture or society gets wrong about guys? Like, what's something that's like a misconception?
I think the fact that like they think guys don't have feelings, basically. Like I feel like it's very frowned upon that like guys can't be open about like how they feel, and they have to basically like hide their emotions. Technically, like that's
Like, don't cry.
yeah,
You're not a
like
man if
oh,
you don't
like
cry.
you
If
can't cry, you can't like
Yeah.
tell a girl how you feel and everything, or you can't be like open with your feelings and all that. You have to be a man, you have to be strong, you can't show any weakness and everything. But no, it's like there's a lot of guys out there that are like open books and everything. Like I'm an open book, like I'll tell you like how I feel about somebody or about something, and it's just like it's all coming out. There's no like hiding it or anything. Like I'm an open, like as soon as all you gotta do is go like this, poke the gate, and the gate just and all the water comes flooding out and everything. Like that's how I am personally. But
true.
it's just that's the thing that I think society really like down or looks down upon, is that guys do have feelings, and they and they shouldn't have to hide the feelings.
Right,
you know?
doesn't
like,
make them weak.
Yeah, it's like
Period.
that's why people. That's
Period.
why guys and girls are just like depressed and like sad and hopeless and everything, is because they have to hide all this stuff when that's how they're feeling. That's like what they want to feel and everything, and or that is like that's what they're feeling. That's what they want people to know, and it sucks that it's frowned upon. But I feel like now more than ever, it's like really coming more into effect that like people are starting to like look up on it now instead of looking down on it. Like, oh hey, guys have feelings too. Like, you know, and guys are, and that's the other thing too, is I feel like girls expect guys to treat them like queens, but then girls don't treat guys like kings, type of thing. Like it's like a guy
That's
will
good.
bend over backwards
Wow.
for a girl, but then the girl won't do anything in return. Like she'll just
Just be like, oh, you're such a simp, and then she just treats
yeah,
him like
she's
shit.
like she wants all the attention, she wants all this, all that, but then it's
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, the guy asks for a return, and she's like, oh, I don't think I can, or I don't want to, or something, or some excuse. So it's like the guy treats the girl like a queen, but the queen or the girl doesn't treat the guy like a king. Like, so it should be
It's a two-way street.
Yeah, it should be the
Two-way
same.
street,
It shouldn't be, oh, he's treating you better and you're treating him worse, type of thing. It should be equal.
That's good. I lied. One more question that I totally forgot about. And then it just came to my mind. Is it true that guys only have one thing on their minds? Or is that a misconception? Like when
One.
people are just like, oh, they all have one thing on their minds, that's all they want out of you, and then they're gonna leave.
No. Like, there are guys out there that have like that one.
Every parent ever, every dad ever, every good dad ever. No.
Do we need to turn like the lights on or anything? Or no?
Ha!
That works.
This is it. This is the last one. We should have done that a minute ago. We look tan.
I know there's guys out there that do have just that one thing on their mind, and they just like are like,
Keep it family friendly on this channel. That one thing on their
their one
mind.
thing on their mind. But me personally, I don't have that one thing on my mind. I'm at the age to where it's like I want to look for something more serious, more like
Right.
long term and everything, and it's like focusing on that one thing is not going to get you far in life, because it's just going to be you're bouncing between different people, whether you're a guy or a girl. So it's like,
Right. Yeah.
if you're built that way and that's how you're going to be the rest of your life and you are totally okay with that, cool. But like me personally, I want a family, I want like kids, I want a wife, and like I want something long term. I don't want to have to sit
Right.
here and keep on dating around into my like 30s and 40s
Right.
and that type of stuff. So I look for long term, so I do not think about that one thing.
So it just depends on the person
And
what their goals are.
It definitely depends on
Okay.
the person.
There you go.
But
You can't
that's-
group everybody into one little category.
It's hard because there's so many guys. You have boys that are just like all about that stuff, the F boys and everything like
And then
that. The nice guys that are just back here, just like chilling, like, oh yeah, I'll do all that stuff for you. But the girls look at these guys instead of these guys back here. So these guys get overlooked, and then these guys get all the attention, but they just end up breaking breaking your heart anyways. So,
Ugh.
and these guys are picking up the pieces, and it's just like.
They're
it
the
sucks
best
for us.
friends. They're the best friends, and they're like, and you're
they're
like,
the,
oh,
they're,
God,
the, they're the best friends where they're like, oh, you're my brother, or oh, you're my sister, and that type of stuff. Like these are the good people that get
I feel so attacked.
put in the friend zone, and like that are the friends and everything. And then it's like these ones are actually fixing what you did wrong by choosing these bad group of people right here. So.
And then one day they wake up and they're like, oh my gosh.
Oh,
like,
you were right the whole time. You're so nice. I just want to be with you. And then by that point, they're just like, see ya.
Exactly. And then it's like, oh my gosh, he treats me so great. Like, how rare. That should not be rare. Shouldn't. And it isn't if you look for it. Period.
Exactly.
I'm done now. Sorry, there you go. There's the rant. Okay, thank you.
You're
Well, this
welcome.
was great. I like how you went off on some things because that's what I needed. I needed some.
Oh yeah,
Got the
it's like
content,
everybody needs the
bruh.
truth and everything, like coming from a guy's perspective and all that. I mean,
It's so true.
and I consider myself one of the higher guys that like treats people nicely and everything like that and all that, and I like have respect for women, and I, like just from all the answers and everything, you guys can see that
This is true.
I'm not like typical guys out there and everything. But yeah, I think it's nice to like see like my input on things, I guess.
Yes.
Not to
No,
be too
this is-
cocky or anything like
No,
that. But
I'm one of the higher guys up there. I'm so great. No, for real, it's great. Okay, that's that. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped somebody in some way and cleared some misconceptions. And again, like I will say, disclaimer, like he can only answer from his perspective and from the people that he knows, and so this may not go for everybody, but it's better to hear it from somebody that is a guy and understands how guys think than someone like a girl being like, well, I think this is probably what they think. Like, you don't know. So anyway, thank you for watching.
at the end of the day, just do what you want to do.
Don't
Be
float
who
your
you
boat.
want to be.
Yep.
Be confident in yourself.
And if they don't like it, they're not worth it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Amen.
So just do your thing. Do what you want to do. Be confident. Be positive, and don't let anybody try to change you.
So good. Yep. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let us know if something helped you. And I'll see you later. Bye.